we've seen that in Gecko we have a lot of processes, a lot of come with some content already defined, like performance talks. We have reflection questions there, or maybe some of you are familiar with our onboarding module, which also comes with predefined checklists. We predefine competencies and stuff like that. And in the past, setup for that has been pretty complex. And in most cases, you needed to contact us to help you set up or make any major changes or stuff like that. But now we're introducing our setup wizard, which really simplifies setup of the content, making the setup itself a lot more guided. It guides you through whatever needs to be set up. It helps you stay consistent so that we're not missing categories where we might need them or stuff like that. And it actually allows us to save a lot of time in the setup process itself. And now if I show you in the system for a quick demo. Okay, no, I stopped sharing, sorry. Okay, we're back. So the setup for our performance talk, since this is an admin-led process, so the admin starts it. The administrators also define which questions are used in the reflections. We need to set up that process. And now on the settings section, we have an assignment wizard. What this does, it leads us through the process of assigning all of the relevant content rules in the system, and it makes sure that we have everything before we even start generating the performance talks itself. So if we click Assign Rules, we can see that here it asks us if we know if the rules are ready or not. Otherwise, we can go customize them. And we're gonna go customize them. I just am gonna log out. Just give me a second. So the assignment wizard leads us to Gecko setup. So this is currently available to administrators. And I can see here that we have the rules, the content rules that are then assigned to performance talks. We have multiple different reflection questions available, and we can see that the structure actually only shows us what's relevant. So in this case, we're looking at the reflection questions, and we see the questions, and we see immediately in which section those are going to appear. We can quickly add a new question, or we can reorder those, whatever we might want. Or, for example, competencies as well. Let's say that we have this competency model that has been used this year. We can see the title, the description of the competencies, in which category they are. But in next year, we're planning to maybe change to optimize those competencies. And let's say we're going to create a new rule. But since it's not a completely new competency model, let's say we're just going to clone and just adjust a couple of questions. Let's say this is already preparation for 2026. And we can see that our work is going to be really fast. So we don't need to create everything from scratch. Maybe we just delete a competency and add a new one. For example, and let's say yes, and then I need to add an assignment. Why an assignment? So Gecko allows us to create a whole competency model, but then assign specific competencies to, I don't know, a job position or a specific department. In practice, we know that the sales teams needs a different competency than the developers, right? The communication competencies are probably a lot different in those departments, and we can assign those so that when you create the performance stock, the system checks automatically in which department that employee is or on which job position, and automatically assigns the correct competency to that employee. But in this case, let's say it's relevant for all employees, and that's it. Let's say that's all of the changes we're gonna make so far, and then we can go to performance stock cycle and go through the assignment wizard. Here, let's say that we're gonna do a comprehensive reflection. We were able to view the set, the question set in the setup before. Let's say we reviewed that, and now we can choose the competencies for next year. It gives me a summary, and that's it. The setup has been simplified. So it actually allows administrators to manage the content themselves, to easily adjust it, and to make, they can make this happen without asking us for help.